Good morning. This is Pastor Zach with the Goodland United Methodist Church with your morning devotion for Tuesday, August 22nd. Today we're going to look at the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 28, verses 1 through 8. After the Sabbath, as the first day of the week was dawning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descending from heaven came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning and his clothing white as snow. For fear of him, the guards shook and became like dead men. But the angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid. I know that you are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he has been raised." And he said, "Come, see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples he has been raised from the dead, and indeed he is going ahead of you to Galilee. There you will see him. This is my message for you." So they left the tomb quickly with fear and great joy and ran to tell his disciples. It seems odd to share the resurrection story so far away from Easter, but I think it's a daily occurrence for us to think about. Change happens in our life all the time. It's something we as humans don't desire or particularly like to have happen in our lives. It's hard for us to let go of things in our lives and move to new places, whether it be physically, emotionally, or spiritually. The unknown keeps us wondering what is next, and whether what we have is a better place to be than what might be. This message from Matthew is one that highlights our core identity as Christians. We are a resurrection people. We gather on Sunday mornings to remember that resurrection. We gather to worship as people of the resurrection. We exist as a community of believers because of death and resurrection. It's not easy. It wasn't easy for the disciples there that first morning or for the coming days. It was difficult for those first people who knew Jesus the best to grasp. But the promise of new life, everlasting life, is one to embrace in our own lives as changes occur. The old adage is, as one door closes, another one opens. I like to think about that in theological terms, and to me that's what the resurrection is for us. A door closing, but another great gate opening for us. A promise of a future, one that results from the ending of one thing, but the beginning of something new. On that Good Friday, the disciples thought their world had come to an end. Everything they thought Jesus was going to do for them and the world had ended. They had no hope. They weren't sure what was going to happen. They hadn't heeded the promises that Jesus had given them or completely understood them. A promise of a future. We have that same promise today. We have that same promise in the midst of any changes that happen in our life. The resurrection happened, and it happens each day. God is with us. Jesus rose from the dead to give us hope and new life. Let us embrace that resurrection lifestyle in all that we do and all that we see. Have a blessed day.